Hello, 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 my fam. This is Nick, your boy HOUTX Trader on YouTube and Instagram. Please note that this is just trading. This is not financial advice. If you need financial advice, please see a professional. Um, so basically what happened today was I marked up the charts early this morning. We were prepared. We got with the group. Um, Not a lot was happening. I took several trades today, but they're all on US 30, all small positions because I was kind of like sketchy about what was going on. And I ended up taking some L's in the morning. And then I took one last position and they ran into profit and I made back the majority of my losses. I just was tired and I closed early, took the money that was there. And on the day I'm down like a quarter of a percent, nothing major. Let's review that real quick. And we'll review the normal pairs that we do. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Dirty 30. Dirty, dirty, dirty. First of all, before we even start, I have a buddy that I went to college with. His name is Cody Hannes. He is from Alaska. Interesting dude. We sailed around with each other for a while, and he is now a professional crypto trader, NFT trader, mostly on the Ethereum and Polkadot networks, whatnot. And he knows that I'm a big Fibonacci guy. So he recommended this book to me, uh, Fibonacci Analysis by Constance Brown. I started reading it this afternoon, and my brain is already like, oh my God, I'm gonna implement so much of this stuff. I'm only on 8 pages, but my brain is already going mathematical crazy because I'm a very mathematical person. So, with that in mind, let's look at Dirty 30. Okay, so originally I had this, and you could go back and look at the videos. I had this area here marked off as a consolidation block, and I was hoping that this area would hold. Okay, I was thinking, I don't think that my thinking was flawed. It just didn't work this time. I'm still confident in what I thought. I thought that this was the order block. It rejected the order block, consolidated. It was either going to do two things. It was going to push up and take out this liquidity, and then come down and take out this liquidity, or it was going to push down like it did, maintain this block and then push up, which, I was seeing reactions, right here. I was seeing this internal break of structure and I was taking trades off of it. Actually, I took a trade off of this one here, I think. No, it was this one. Anyways, it came down and popped through it. So originally, my fib on the buy side was the expansion phase right here. And so my original stop loss was right there. So I took those L's. I did not like the fact that this consolidation block was sitting right to the left of it. And I was like, if this gets taken out and this gets taken out and I lose, I'm probably going to lose this trade because this is sitting right there and it's going to come down here and find support before it pops off. And at the exact same time, if you see, let's go to the 1 hour. So this is like a lesson learned kind of a trading day. If you'll see right here where I was taking the trade here, we are not oversold. And I was taking some more entries down here. Again, we haven't yet quit oversold until we get down to here. I should have been more patient and waited for the full RSI to get oversold. I was chatting with some of the guys in the group, and we were looking at this fair value gap of the 30-minute here to here, where I have it marked off as FVG. And then I went down into a smaller time frame and noticed that there are inside that fair value gap, there was some sell candles. So that's why I put this gain fan in here for the sell candles. Also, I noticed at the same time, let me delete this Fibo. I noticed at the same time, let me delete this, that this 61.8 was sitting right in that area. So I pulled the trigger and took more buys at the end. And after the 3 leg push, 1, 2, 3 leg push, I closed out. And I did not catch the rest of these pips, which is all good. I closed out A because of 3 leg push. B, this wick topped those wicks. You get into this consolidation block kind of area, and I didn't want to mess around. I was like, I'm out. Let me salvage today with a small L. Nothing major, nothing I can't make back up. But if you look how the Fibonacci extension played out perfect, there's the retracement. I don't want to call it an expansion, but I guess it's kind of like an expansion downward. Really is a retracement off this move. Hit 61.8 perfectly, and then retraced 1, 2, 3, 4 leg push up on the Elliott top on the Elliott wave, and now it's double topping. Um, Technically, right now it was oversold and is getting divergent, but I don't trade during this time frame. It's too risky. So we will do what we normally do and hang out on the perimeter during our time frame. So I'm not taking a trade. As a matter of fact, I don't really foresee myself taking a trade anywhere in this area. Okay. That is going to be my no trade zone, basically. Now, I say that there might be a situation come tomorrow where I start to look for trades in this zone here. Okay. There might be that situation. If this pumps down over Asian session, creating liquidity here, creating this sort of liquidity in this area, then I would not be opposed to taking a short right here and 88.6, kind of like in this general area, and then holding this for the stop loss, which is also above this liquidity. So if it gets real crazy, once it hit this, then it is what it is. And then obviously targeting the extension there, and then ultimately targeting the expansion from down here, okay, to way up here. That is the 61.8 right there. That 27 lines up almost perfectly with the 61.8. So I would not mind seeing that trade tomorrow. The Elliott wave, first leg push, retracement, healthy retracement of the perfectly of the 618. Second leg, we've already got a healthy retracement of the 618, but I'd like to see a little bit deeper and then pop off for the full TP of the 61.8 there. This is also the high here, and so that might be a turnaround area there. So that is our plan. A is retracement, sink. If it sinks from here, we're out of the trade. We got to start coming down here and looking for buys. That's basically the only plan. Let's look at Nasdaq. I just want to look at this one more time because I'm going to have to start getting better at really reading these fibs. Like I'm a fib trader. Like this, I need to see the 61.8 a little better. And even though I mean, it obviously hit, I seen it. I also see it as liquidity and think it's going to get broken. But once it didn't get broken and started selling off, I need to see these extensions better. And this extension matched up perfectly with this fair value gap and those areas. Like that gives it reason to turn around there. Um, I don't think again I was wrong on playing this fib from there to there and playing this zone. Like I don't think I was wrong in thinking that because that trade has worked for me so many times in the past with just the momentum in the RSI. That's what the real problem was today is I was trading buys when the RSI on the 1 hour and the higher time frames was not yet oversold. And that's a mistake on my part. I should have waited until it's oversold down here, which is that right there, which is the fair value gap, which is the extension, then come down into the smaller time frames and uh see that's way oversold and then see this break of structure and try to get into something into here. That's what I should have done. It's all good. Um, I salvaged the day because I still had the balls and I hadn't over leveraged in the earlier trades to take that trade down there and I made it back. So made most of it back. So let's look at Nasdaq. Well, let's go out to the 2 hour. Okay, so our fib is from the bottom to the top, which is the expansion. Okay. We had a break. This kind of momentum, it's so hard to even try to think about sells. Um, there's the double top. I mean, if you were to get into a sell now, you know what? I'm taking a sell. Because look, dude, I don't normally trade during this time, but you've got divergence. We're on the 2 hour. We've got divergence. We've got oversold. The 1 hour, same deal. Okay. The RSI is getting lower. We're having a double top on the price. We play double tops. Okay. Let's on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute, let's see if this is the first, well, really the second leg right there. This is another push right there. The 38 wicked, 62. Okay. So then right here to right there, 27. Let's go to the smaller time frame. You guys can see this a little easier. So the way I like to build my fibos is from where it turned around. So, the first one's right here. We had a healthy retracement. Second fib from right here to right there, 61.8, perfect retracement. Okay. So that would be the new low. This would be the new high. That would be the new high. Let me delete this one. Okay. Uh, it gave us a 38, which is a fib zone, you know. Normally I would drag this to there and it still hadn't given me a 50. So I'm going to change it up just a bit today because the fib zone 38 is not a bad zone. Here to there. It broke the 27. Perhaps it's going to hit this 61.8. So let's do this. Let's mark off the other high, which is right here. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but I just feel like it is double topping and all of the volume has dropped off. I'm going to take this trade and I'm going to make my stop loss a hair above that 61.8, which is not going to be a huge stop loss. Okay, we're talking 14 pips. So I'll probably make mine 20 pips in case it wants to just go a hair above that. Let's open up the broker. Where is that broker? Is it not on my? Okay, let's open up the broker here. Oh, let's go. All right, let's bring this up, bring this up. Close that. Okay, NASDAQ. Let's do a sell there. You know what? The 61.8 extension, all that, I'm just going to go with the traditional stop loss, but just put it a little bit higher. So what I'm doing is instead of going off of this TP, let me make this centered up. Let's delete all this, all these fibs. Not really my target. What I'm going to do is this. Make this big. I'm going to go from here to here, okay? From there to there. And what I say, 20 pips, and that's right at 60 pips. So it's damn near the same stop loss. But I'm just going to go a few higher. Only because this is A's in session, and this thing could just slowly creep up. So I'll just give myself just a little bit extra room. I am risking. I need to take a bigger entry than that. Because you know what? Let's just see. If I come up to the 2 hour and I take a TP at the 27 extension, yeah, I gotta put a bigger position. Okay, let's do one more. I mean, those are stacked on top of each other because there is no volume. Okay, so put that one there. Put that stop loss there. And I could come back to the 30-minute or the 2 hour, excuse me. And let's move these stop losses to right there. Right there. Okay, that's about the same. So I am risking like 0.25%, a small entry, because we're going against trend. We're in Asian session. I'm willing to take a miniature risk. Like I said, a quarter of a percentage of my account, not a full position, not a half position, a half of a half position. We'll call TP1 here. Good things about taking two smaller entries is I can just move TP1 there and I could run the TP2 out here and I don't have to manage the trade. It automatically closes out for me. So we'll just leave that one like that. We'll leave the second one open. All right. There's a double top on Nas. As you can see, we are oversold. We are divergent from this tip. This point, it's not, but hey, it is what it is. We're just playing the double top. There we go. We're getting a sell. Again, our TPs, let's just zoom out, would just be this sell off and then the 27 extension. I'm not going to try to get crazy with this momentum. Again, we could do fib top to bottom here on the expansion, and the 27 lines up with the 50. I'm cool with that. The 618 lines up with the 618 here. So, I mean, really, we could even try for that one right there. That looks like a better trade. Let's look at Goldie. Goldie did jack and squat today. It didn't do fucking anything. As you can see, straight sideways. So it's gathering orders to pop liquidity one way or the other. Our play is still in hand. We either are going to pop up, hit the sell zone, or we're going and then sell off, or vice versa. Let's wait for this thing to tank. I do like how it's holding the 61.8. It gives me confidence it's going to pop up and hit these extensions before it flips. So we'll just play that as it goes. Whichever way it breaks, we're going to go the opposite direction once it clears liquidity. We've got two zones sitting here because of our fibs, and we're just waiting because it has done nothing. So let's wait for it to clear this liquidity. You've also started to build this low here, right? So I'd like to see it break that low. So it's either going to break this high and sell off, or break this low and sell up, whatever way. The GJ trade that we had entered on Sunday, I do believe is still open. And I think it's just going sideways. Yeah. So let's delete some of these markings here. We don't need the arrow. We don't need the cheese. All right, that's good enough. We can get rid of these as well. We don't need these. Okay. So yeah, we entered a position there. We thought it was the top, and it's just going consolidation sideways. The only risk that I have in this is, I mean, look at that oversold. Jesus, Jesus. When it does this, when the RSI gets in this middle position, that's showing me that it has strength to push back up, which we don't want. We want it to go down. On the flip side, it has room to go down as well. The only thing that I worry about is when you see consolidation block, and this is part of the Wyckoff. Okay, it'll do this, and then it'll have what's called a spring, and then it'll do this, and then it'll have breakout, then it'll retest the area, and then it'll sell off. I'm just worried that we're in here. I'm worried that we're in here somewhere, and we might get smashed by that spring. I don't know, but it is something that I'm thinking about because, as you can see, I mean, that might have been the spring right there, but it double topped. It didn't break that top. So I am somewhat concerned that we could very easily see one of these before it pops off. We don't know. We're not over leveraged. It's all good. It is what it is. We put ourselves in a position, and we're cool with that. So those are the trades that I have. I'm going to be reading up with this Fibonacci book and sharpening my tools, man. Sharpening my tools. So Fibonacci analyst, and probably going to be doing a video pretty soon on book reports and all the books and stuff that I've read and which ones I like, which ones I've taken some info from. I probably need to go back and reread some of them, to be honest. But anyways, okay, guys, that's the video for tonight. US 30, waiting for a push to sell, and we've already found the bottom, we think, so we'll have to see what it's going to do. Wait for it to set up some more structure. The best trade, I think, is honestly for it to push up into this zone and then we'll continue to sell off. That way we can get into this zone, into this big candle that we can continue, then we can buy back up. Nasdaq is double topping, so I just took a sell now, and it is what it is. It's going to hit or it's not going to hit. So let's zoom in on this. And so it's holding. I mean, it's just zero volatility, zero volume. And Goldie's screwing around. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, please comment, please share with your friends, and let's try to build this YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Y'all have a good night. See y'all mañana en la mañana.